Tot Springs Showdown is an awesome Rugrats episode. This is the fourth episode of the second season of the reboot. This is a double feature and it works so well. There will be spoilers as I go into quite a bit of detail about things that happen in this. Well, maybe not too much detail. I won't talk about every single plot point, but I will talk about a few spoilers that I thought were really great. To celebrate Charlotte's birthday, against her wishes, they're going to this old western town and the babies are dressed as cow babies. And this is not exactly what Charlotte wanted to be doing for her birthday. There's this amazing moment where Jonathan drops her off and she basically tries to run back to the car because she realizes that she's been tricked into this, and ultimately she ends up going, of course, and she has to face her mother, who she's avoided for over a decade. And her mother has a new partner who has a child, a boy called Simon, who is pretty much the same age as Angelica. And her mother is lying about her age. Charlotte doesn't want anybody to know that she's turning 40. And I really like how they handled that part of the narrative about how ultimately, and as I said, spoilers, they do decide to come clean. At the end of the episode, Charlotte reveals that she is 40 and her mother reveals that she is her mother and not her sister, as she was pretending to be, because she didn't want her new partner to realise how old she was. And because she's pretending to be Charlotte's sister, Angelica thinks Simon is her cousin. She has another cousin, not just Tommy. And Simon is a nasty child. And most of the episode that focuses on the babies involves Simon being really mean and Angelica not being happy with this. And this is not the first time we've seen Angelica stand up for the babies, partly because she's the only one who's allowed to be mean to them, but also because she doesn't want to see another child bullying her cousin and her cousin's friends, and I found it to be really moving and really effective. So the narratives are all really great. There's also a story involving Dee Dee, but I'll come back to that in a moment. Visually, it is so fun. The cow babies are wearing little cowboy outfits. The design of the Old West town looks awesome. It's brilliant. It's really fun to look at, and I had a lot of fun with it. I thought visually it was very engaging. Simon is a very well-written character. I don't like him. He's not a nice character, but he is certainly very well-written and brought something really great to the episode. And ultimately, it's one that I really, really thoroughly enjoyed. I will also say I'm on Charlotte's side, though. For somebody who doesn't like surprises, who doesn't want to give up control, I'm very much with Charlotte there. It feels like a very selfish way to celebrate her birthday. Selfish on other people's parts, but for us as a viewer, it worked very well. So definitely a brilliant episode. And also a turning point. Dee Dee eats some, what she thought was trail mix, but it's actually sheep feed. And it makes her really unwell for the full episode. And it turns out that she's not unwell from the sheep feed. She's unwell because she's pregnant. And presumably this is going to be Dill. So an interesting turning point, and I'm keen to see how quickly Dill arrives. I don't know if he arrives in the next episode or not, but I will find out in due course. Either way, definitely an interesting point that I hadn't expected, and Tot Springs Showdown is a really fun episode, brilliantly animated, great narratives, really thoroughly enjoyed it.